Hello, my name is Marty.
I'm Tony.
And we are excited to reveal another card in the upcoming set, Twilight of the Republic, in the Star Wars Unlimited card game. But before we do, I want to say that we're going to be giving away a starter deck from the last expansion, and we're going to be giving the details of that at the end of this video. But Tony, I'm excited to talk about this new card because this new set has a lot to do with these new keywords that are coming out, exploit and coordinate, which has to do with getting a lot of units on the board, which is why they've introduced tokens, which are these little 1/1 units that can come into play through various mechanisms. Have you had a chance to kind of look at and see how some of those might work?
No, I haven't. I'll be honest with you. I've lost track of Star Wars Unlimited recently. Just a lot of stuff going on, but I'm excited for this to get me back into it.
That's great. So it's like, why are you guys revealing this card if you haven't kept up with it?
Because, well, it's not that. I mean, I know with the old and new, the very first set, the second set, as far as the third set, I'm like everybody else. I'm taking this all in as people are doing it, How did I know we were getting a card until it got sent to us, just a few days ago? I mean, and plus I count on you for this, not me. You're supposed to tell me all this stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, let's not make the people wait any longer. Let's go ahead and reveal what this new card is. And it's an iconic character from the prequels. And it is a regular unit, none other than Padme Amidala. This is a 2-cost unit with aspects cunning and heroic. It has 1 power, 4 health, the traits of Naboo, Republic, and Official. It is an uncommon card, and the ability is this: coordinate. On attack, give an enemy unit -3, -0 for this phase. And as a reminder for what coordinate is, this card will get this ability if there's at least 3 units in control by the player. Now, Tony, I know that you love cunning because you like doing stuff to the opponents and everything like this. So you think this is a card that might be able to be used in your decks?
So it'll be interesting to see when they bring out the tokens. And, if I've got 3 friendly cheap old unit tokens out there, or 2 even, and I play this card, well, guess what? Now coordinate comes into play. And it might even be able to get it out there faster. I'm not sure how the tokens are going and if they're even going to work together, but I am starting to think, okay, what are some of the cheaper cards in my cunning decks that I would be able to use to kind of not be fodder, but for someone not to worry about, and then suddenly this hits the table, right? How can I get those out? Or even something along the lines, I like the tokens when one of my favorite ships is, discard a friendly unit. Well, I can discard a little token, if it's a friendly unit, get rid of it. And then, I don't have to worry about sacrificing someone else. So I'm very interested in it. But I mean, I know what we've talked about is this -3. I mean, that's pretty powerful for the entire phase.
It is. And it's one of those things that she's so cheap at 2, you get her on the table, and let's say you have initiative, you can go ahead and attack, another unit, the base if possible. And then you can just target somebody. Oh, you see that really nasty thing that's over there? Yeah, it has -3 for this phase. You basically, and you've used this term before, you neuter that unit for the entire phase. And it's one of those cards, again, that's so inexpensive. You can just get down the table and start really messing with the other players' units.
Right. And I mean, it's one of those things where I'm thinking about like, okay, how do I make it so that it can also be a nuisance? Certain cards you like to throw out there that are a nuisance that are like, okay, on attack, give an enemy unit. So, okay, I'm going to attack you. So that little unit's not going to hurt me at all, but I'm going to do a little damage and keep picking away at them, hit and run strategy, hit and run.
Yeah, exactly. And that's honestly where the tokens can come in, right? So you take, let's say there's something with a 3 strength and you knock it down to 0, then these tokens that you have on board, which are typically kind of expendable, you could use a few of them, just go ahead and take out that unit and then keep the tokens around for a future round. And what's also really cool is that Padme has already been introduced as a leader, and her ability is to be able to search the top 3 cards of the deck for a Republic card. So again, this fits right into that. It has the Republic trait, so you can throw this card into that deck, and then you could be searching for this one if you ever need it and get it into your hand when needed.
Right. I also think how this card could be used on those pesky grit units that are sitting across the table from you. Oh, you've got 3 damage on that. Well, I'll neuter that. And now you're back down to 2. and maybe I'll put another one on you, and or I'm able to take you out now, and you're not going to get rid of me. So once again, a lot of power in this card, but the holdup is getting those other 2 units on the table, or 3 units on the table so it can come out. But I think it is also one of those cards that suddenly has a bullseye on it as well.
No, I agree. If it's one of those that has a lot of, let's like, crap, I'm going to have to deal with this thing because I know that every time somebody's going to have -3 per round, you kind of got to focus on her. But she does have 4 health. So it'll take a few possible hits to get her off the table. But then she could just come back at another cost 2 later in the round. So and as an uncommon card, it shouldn't be that hard to get. So you're probably going to see it used in a lot of decks.
Right. Can I Sharpie in Rebel? That'd be so cool to be able to get experience.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. That's true. But I guess this is, I don't know if there were Rebels yet. Because this is the prequel, so it was still the Republic, so the rebellion hadn't really been started yet. Maybe that's why they did that.
I trust you on canon. I've got nothing.
Well, that's just my limited knowledge. I also want to give kudos to the art of this card. Padme was always known for these really interesting hairdos in the movie, and so I really like this one with this bun that comes way back. It's just the art is really, really good on this particular card too. So yeah, that's it. We are excited about this card. We're excited about the new set, and we're interested. What do you think of this card? Let us know in the comments. And I mentioned we're giving away the starter set. Here's how you can do that. In the comments below, just give us or tell us who is your favorite Star Wars character. Just let us know that in the comment. That way we'll know that you want to be entered into the contest. And then on October 14th, I'll randomly pick one of those, get in touch with you, and send this to you. But if you don't have the need for the starter kit, still comment. Let us know what you think of this card and how you can use it in decks. Tony, I think we're like a month away. We've got our pre-orders in. We got some pre-releases coming up, so I can't wait to check out some of these cards.
Really going to enjoy it and like to see how all this comes back into play, back to one of the decks I've built at the very beginning, see how I can enhance that.
Yeah, exactly. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.